Did I seriously forget to press the freaking go live button again? I'm such an idiot. Okay. Well, let's start from the top anyways. Hello everybody. It's Resi or NG here. I'm here to bring you a harmonica playing stream. I'm sorry I forgot to start on time again, but yeah, I hope you'll join me for some harmonica fun today. I don't personally know that much about harmonica history. I don't claim to be a harmonica expert, but I was inspired to get into this by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, who are one of my favorite bands of all time. They have their own sort of dedicated harmonica player, and he always adds these really interesting sonic textures to like the band's rock music. I've never really heard harmonica used in such a way before, so I was curious to get into it. I think I bought a set of diatonic harmonicas from what was it? It was Guitar Center, I think. When I got this cajon, I also had enough money at the time to buy this set of harmonicas. I got, let's see, it's a C harmonica, a D harmonica, E harmonica, G, and A. So no real chromatism to work with here, but that's all right. You don't need to start on chromatic harmonicas, I don't think. But that said, what's that? Sorry. We are using today a website called simply harmonica.com. It's this guy, he's developed a whole bunch of lessons, including this one lesson plan. I think it's beginner to boss or something like that. Unfortunately, I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored, but I will be using his content pretty heavily here. So be sure to go check him out if you like what I'm saying and you want to maybe get a bit more ahead in learning harmonica. Oh, hold on a second. I need to change the tag, I think. This is not Metroid at all. This is harmonica. Yeah. Alright. Very nice. So, anyways, going over to the harmonica.com website, if you look under the Lessons tab and go to the Newbie Start Here link, he starts by talking about the way to sort of position your harmonica in your mouth, and I think that this is a pretty helpful article. It's all these lessons are pretty lengthy, but I'll share the most relevant bits. He has this entire section talking about how after this good harmonica player friend of his who had some pretty bad habits on harmonica took his class, he just got like so much better. And that's not to say that his you should be signing up for his class or anything, but to emphasize that developing good habits on harmonica early on is good, like having the right positioning. So I'll share his advice for getting that position, the 5 steps to success in this article, as he calls them. Step 1. I don't know if you want to follow along. I've got personally a C harmonica though. So step 1, make sure the numbers are facing up so that the lowest pitch is on the left. Hold the harmonica with either hand on the side of the harmonica. This is not the advanced hand technique, but it will make things easier for now. First things first, he says. You guys would not believe how surprisingly hard it was to find a transparent PNG of a harmonica facing this way. Like most harmonica PNGs I found out there were just like harmonicas that had the blowholes facing my way, facing the way of the audience rather, and I wanted to try and be as accurate as possible, so here you go. The blowholes are facing me. I am blowing into the blowholes. They are being blown. So let's see. What we want to do, we want to hold the harmonica with either hand. Oh, I already explained that. Step 2, moving on to that. Moisten and relax your lips. Make sure to moisten those lips, chat. Okay. Step 3, and this is actually pretty helpful. He has a helpful diagram here of what you're supposed to do. A helpful picture diagram. He's got a bunch of pictures on the site, and some will be relevant, some I'll use, others, I don't know. You could probably just look at them on the site. I think this sort of encapsulates a lot of what he's trying to get across personally. So what you want to do, you want to place the harmonica deep in your mouth and rotate the back side of it up toward the ceiling so that the part inside the mouth angles down into the moist inner part of the lower lip, if that makes sense. So you kind of want it deep in your upper lip, but you also want to get it, sort of back in your lower lip too, and make sure that's hanging back. But he'll explain that some more. Step 4, ensure that your upper lip is deep over the harmonica, as demonstrated in another picture, but I think you can see it just fine here. You can use a mirror or a cell phone in selfie mode to double check this. Let's see, actually, I might try that. Hold on. Okay. Okay. It's kind of hard to get that right angle. I don't know, it feels like I'm doing a duck face. Oh god, you guys remember duck faces? I don't know if anyone who's stopping by might be too young, but that was a really popular photo pose back in the day, and in hindsight, I really don't understand why. It wasn't that cute. Okay, step 5. This is the most important step, which will guarantee that you are in the correct mouth position. Unfold the bottom lip. Reach up with your index finger and pull down on your lower lip to ensure that it is untucked. It should loosely bounce against the bottom of the harmonica when you pull on it. So like... I'm imagining that sort of thing where you just sort of like... I don't know. Congratulations! If you have learned only this one thing today, you have made your visit to our site worth your while and have created the foundation for learning harmonica the right way. Woohoo! Alright, Excelsior. Now, let's move on to... Okay, so you're going to go to the Lessons tab, and underneath there is Single Notes. How to play single notes on the harmonica for beginners. I mean, this entire section is basically the beginner section. So you've got a harmonica, now what? Let's see. Certainly some funds to be had by blowing and drawing on harmonica. Check out my lesson, Harmonica Chords for Beginners. We might do that. It depends how hungry I get, because I do need to go food shopping later, and I still haven't had dinner. So yeah, I might be busy later, but we're going to try to get through as many of these beginner lessons here today as we can. But eventually, he continues, if you really want to be able to rock hard, you're going to have to learn how to play single notes. Hey, Black Redneck, how's it going? Have you perhaps a harmonica and want to follow along with me? It's entirely fine if you do not. I'm perfectly fine with you coming and chilling with me. How's it going, man? Let's see. Harmonica is a unique instrument in that it's easier to play 2 or 3 notes, just one note at a time, than just to play one note at a time. We have to learn a technique to isolate notes. When I first started playing the harmonica, it took me many days and days of trying before I could play single notes, and I felt frustrated. I'm going to share some tips with you to help you learn it faster and easier. There are 2 main techniques used for playing notes, single notes. They're most commonly referred to as the tongue blocking and the pucker techniques. So the tongue blocking technique has many disadvantages as a technique to isolate notes on the harmonica. It's a more awkward technique to learn, it takes longer to master, it's very difficult to bend notes using it, and it's difficult to play high notes. Learning it first could be enough to make someone want to quit learning harmonica at all. It also does have some advantages. It produces a fatter tone, makes available some rhythmic chordal techniques, and is the foundation of other intermediate and advanced techniques such as tongue slaps, flutters, and octaves. Most would agree it's an integral part of that dirty, amplified Chicago blues sound. But it is not a beginner technique and therefore is not the subject of this lesson. And then he goes on to talk about, a bunch of other people that don't use tongue blocking and are still great blues harp players. That sort of thing. But then he goes on to describe the pucker. Allow me to teach you the fastest and easiest way to get up and running playing single notes and sounding great on the harmonica. The technique is most commonly referred to as the pucker, and I've heard some people call it the lip purse. But here at Harmonica.com, we prefer to call it the lip blocking technique, or the semi-pucker technique, because truly only the bottom lip should do the puckering. The problem with the words like pucker and purse is that beginners hear them and almost always without fail they'll tense up their lips. Actually, even without mentioning those words, beginners tend to play with too much tension in their lips and jaws. Tension is your worst enemy. So before you do anything, stop and take a nice deep breath and relax. Remember, don't try harder, try easier. Keep it loose. You don't have to work at this so much as just to play with it. Keep it light. So the deep, relaxed mouth position. He already kind of explained it in the last article, and you can kind of see it in the image that I've got right up to my left. Basically, grab the harmonica. Numbers 1 to 10. Lick your lips. Relax them, place the harmonica in your mouth, rotate the harmonica slightly back, make sure it's deep in your top lip, unfold your lower lip, make sure, hold down on the lower lip, make sure it's unfolded, and that'll get it slightly deeper inside of the top lip compared to the lower lip. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's try playing single notes using lip blocking. He says, let's try and play single note blowing on the 4 hole. So the 4 hole on a C harmonica. Let's go. Nope. Yeah. That's a bluesy ass sound, boy. And not only was I blowing there, I also did draw back. You might have heard from the higher note. So it's like do, you blow and you get do, you breathe back and you get re. But I think I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there in terms of the theory knowledge. But so I'm just going to continue reading. So the lower lip is going to bring the corners of your mouth together slightly, so your lower lip curves, and that's gonna, your lip holes from that are gonna block the notes to the side of the single hole you're trying to blow into. That's how you get it with the lip pucker technique. Let's see, what else? So he wants to emphasize upper lip is not involved in the isolating the note. It's just sort of sitting up there. And if you're not sure whether or not you're playing a single note, you can literally cover holes 3 and 5 with your fingers and blow into the harmonica so you can hear how it should sound. And I'm going to demonstrate like so. I'm blocking 3 and 5 with my fingers, and I'm going to blow like... It's a bit awkward though. It feels like I'm whistling, you know, I got my fingers in there and sticking them in the whistle, but I'm not good at whistling, so I won't even attempt that. What do we got? And then under this section, he's got the section lip blocking all the notes. Now, if you're still struggling to get a clear single note, put the harmonica in your mouth using the relaxed mouth position seen in the image above, and tilt the harmonica all the way back so that the back of it is literally pointing at the ceiling. So now I got the harmonica in my mouth with the head pointing towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to try rolling into it. So no, guys. So slowly rotate it down until you hear that one clear note. Oh, that's really cool. I used to play harmonica because most of my family's from the South. That's nice. I mean, I guess with a name like the Black Redneck, I shouldn't really be that surprised, but that's really cool, man. It's a fun instrument, isn't it? I really like just sort of fiddling around with it. Trying to get a bit more diligent with it though, so I'm gonna be streaming practices and, you know, trying to practice off stream if I can. I don't know. Practicing on my own time is something I've been notoriously not that good with in recent times, for drums at least. Let's see. Now, ever so slowly, rotate it down until you hear that one click. Yeah, I read that already. Keep rotating it until you hear more, and just keep playing with this. Now, if you're getting single notes, but only while keeping the harmonica at an angle, you might be thinking, I don't want to always have to tilt the harmonica back in order to play single notes. Don't worry about that. With time, your mouth will figure out what it's doing, and you'll be able to isolate notes without any tilt on the harmonica. It may take weeks or even months, and that's just fine. Once you're able to isolate before blow, try moving around playing single notes on other holes on the harmonica. Try blowing and drawing on every hole. So, going up then, we're going to go from 1 to 10, and I'm going to try to take this at tempo, not try to cut time. This might be... oh my gosh, sorry. Whew. This might be a little sloppy, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a resi try. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I didn't take it at tempo. I took it at halftime. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, this is really sloppy. Okay. Let's try angling it a bit more, see how that works. Yeah, this is pretty sloppy right now, but I'll keep at it. I think I'll still try scaling off stream. Scales, I think for the harmonica especially, it's pretty easily because you can just blow, breathe, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. It's kind of meditative in a way, almost. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we lost the beat. 2, 3, 4. It's that second hole that's really finicky. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to, man. Oh, actually, funny I should mention it. It actually mentions in the next section of this article, under the title, Is My Harmonica Broken? You may be getting single notes to sound great on some holes, but sound terrible on the draw 2 and draw 3 holes, or possibly holes 8, 9, and 10. It's very unlikely that your harmonica is broken. The weak sounding 2 and 3 can be remedied very simply by following one of the following tips. Relax your jaw. Saying all will automatically lower your jaw so your teeth aren't too close together. Beginners often have their teeth too close together. Keep your jaw low and relax. Oh. Oh, I see what they mean now. Try not going into the K zone. Oh, this is the second tip, yeah. Pay attention to the back of your tongue. Try saying KK and notice how the back of your tongue goes up. We want to avoid that. Later on, we'll use this mouth position to bend notes, but for now, we do not want to use this mouth position. So I gotta keep my tongue lowered then. Keep your tongue lowered. Okay. See, I'm having more luck. I'm having more luck drawing to than I am blowing it, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I blow it, it just channels somewhere else. It's really weird. Okay. can kind of get it to sound if I like shape my notes like tuh, tuh, tuh. Come on, man. Let's see. I can, though. What can I do? Okay, so here's the third tip for that. So we'll try this, see if it sounds better. Go easy. Beginners are often blowing with all their might, like I'll huff and puff and I'll blow a single note. What did that harmonica ever do to you? Apparently, relaxation is still key. Don't try harder, try easier. I don't know, though. We'll see. So that's the 2-hole. Apparently that's more a note where it's better to sort of dig it in your tongue, like rather than sort of have it straight. So all I will say is really learn to breathe in and out. Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that I sort of struggle with when doing physical activities, it's remembering to just, sort of breathe every now and then. Like, I have to remind myself when I drum, not take it so tense all the time, especially when you're going fast. You really don't want to, you don't want to be tense when you got to go quick. I don't know, not good on the joints, So let's see. Oh, and they got, we can learn lowrider here. Hopefully DMCA won't fuck me over here, but we're gonna try playing lowrider because they've got some harmonica tabs here. So yeah, if you go, once again, we are on the harmonica.com/single-notes page. I'll probably make like an anchored index with the links to all these pages later in the description, but in case you're following on in real time, that is where we are. So going down then to the harmonica tabs for lowrider by War section, let's try this out. So it involves drawing on 3, blowing on 4, and drawing again on 4. Let's try it again. It might not be at this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Oh man. Fuck. Kind of kicks a little, especially if you kind of move your mouth around. There's a little spoiler alert ahead, but I guess that's sort of the key principle when we get into bending, being willing to move your mouth around while still maintaining that sort of firm grip on the harmonica. It's a delicate bouncing act, isn't it? Next part is a bit more tricky because I guess since it's lower on the harmonica, you can't really play those notes. So it sort of goes up to the 6 key, and you're gonna draw on 6 like a few times before going up to 7. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it starts again. Okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck, sorry about that. I'm kind of getting the hang of things. I don't know, it's just a matter of getting it deep in my mouth and continuing to blow it. That's what she said. Okay, I fell right into that one. 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, I'm gonna try going up again and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah. Man, yeah. And there you have it. Congratulations, you're being able to start to play single notes. Remember to be patient with yourself as you're playing with this. Take days or weeks before you can consistently play notes on the harmonica. Single notes. Meanwhile, let me know if you have any questions. And never stop playing the harmonica, because it makes the world a better place. Man, that is I mean, I'm not sure I would go that far. I think music in general does that, but you can tell this guy is really enthusiastic about what he plays, and I'm into that. So let's keep going. Well, actually, I guess, before we move on, we only really did do that main lowrider riff like a few times. Let's do it like maybe 1, 2 times, because I think it's fun. It's really fun. Everybody loves lowrider, right? Carlos Mencia and all that. That's a boomer reference. That's a boomer reference, Rusty. Okay, continuing onward. 1, 2. A 1, 2, lowrider. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Hut. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck me. Have you even played the banjo? Have you ever played the banjo? I would like to see you play the banjo. I'm not that good at string instruments, unfortunately. I tried learning the guitar years ago, well, I've tried learning the guitar twice, actually, and I sucked both times at it. I would love to eventually try learning again, but I don't know. It's a very daunting instrument with a lot of scales, a lot of chords, a lot of stuff you gotta memorize. And I'm sure the banjo is the same freaking way, too. Like, you hear those guys on the bluegrass recordings, and they go... And, like... I'm like, damn, all right, good for you. I could never get on that level. It might be fun to mess around with a banjo though sometime, like, just sort of sit down and play random chords. I don't know. I wonder how easy that would be to pick up compared to something like a guitar. Okay. So we have done a bunch with single notes. And I will probably practice more of those off stream. But for right now, let's go up to the Lessons tab in Harmonica.com. Actually, and I think we're probably in a good spot to take this lip picture down. Not that I don't like those luscious lips, but I'm just kidding. But let's move on to. Let's move on to scales. Harmonica scales for beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to help you learn a scale so that you can more easily learn your favorite songs faster. Plus, he teaches us how to play The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Yay! It's a classic song that they ripped off from a South African songwriter, a black South African songwriter. Why learn harmonica scales? I love learning scales, but some people seem to have an almost allergic reaction to learning any music theory at all, preferring to say, I just play what I feel, man. They seem to think that gaining knowledge about how music works would somehow kill the magic they feel in music. I think the most fulfilling path is in the middle. Other people become very rigid about the rules of music, all obsessed with the scales and theories, but they seem to have forgotten how to relax and have fun. I think the most fulfilling path is in the middle of these two extremes. In the final analysis, music is an art, not a science, I agree. Music is about expressing emotions and connecting with people. The best way to play music is to relax and have fun. You can think of a scale as a tool, just like an artist's color palette. Playing the harmonica is different from playing the guitar or the piano because we cannot look at what we are doing with our eyes. Learning a scale can be a helpful way to help us to visualize what we are doing when we play. That's a very interesting way to look at it. They're totally right. You can't see... Unfortunately, I don't have eyes on the inside of my mouth. It would be very weird if I did, admittedly. But I can't see whatever holes I'm blowing into. So I just kind of gotta trust muscle memory, I guess. It's a really weird sensation. What is the major scale? Major scale is a group of 7 notes that can be easily heard and seen by playing the white keys on the piano from C to C. From C, we go up in 7 notes, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we get back to C again in a new octave. The first note of the scale is also sometimes called the root. In my experience, it's much easier and more helpful to replace note names with numbers. Those are interval scales, another word to say, put in my 1.5 years of music theory I took in college to use. The reason I like to use numbers is because it helps me to learn the sound of the intervals of the scale. The word interval simply means the distance between 2 tones. From 1 to 1 is called unison, from 1 to 2 is called a second, from 1 to 3 is called a third, from 1 to 4 is called a fourth, and so on until we reach a higher version of the root note, which is called an octave. Although life hacks, actually, a fifth, I guess how should I say? The distance from a fourth to a fifth Actually, no. The distance from a 1 to 4 and 1 to 5 is essentially the same sort of distance, but reversed. Same goes for, how to say, a third and a sixth degree in a scale. Like, the positions are the same, but sort of flipped. God. I can't for the life of me tell you what specific rule of theory that is, though, but it's really interesting and sort of explains why there's only so much harmony you can have in a diatonic scale. Diatonic meaning within the key. That is to say, I've got a C harmonica in my hands right now, but it can only play notes in the key of C. So that's important to know. Learning the major scale this way will be super helpful for you because once you have it memorized, then when you're learning first position songs, you'll be able to see what you're playing, how it fits within the scale. And I'll be able to memorize songs more easily. Ears will be able to recognize intervals, which will help me improvise and learn new songs by ear, etc., etc. Theory is a helpful tool, and I definitely recommend having some of it under your belt if you're going to learn like a melodic instrument or even a rhythmic instrument. Like, rhythmic theory is really fascinating, but get a hold of yourself, Resi. This isn't a drum stream. This is a harmonica stream. We're going to play the harmonica. So the major scale on harmonica, one of the awesome things about harmonica is that although it's such a small instrument, it has a 3-octave range. I think I mentioned this earlier, actually. That's a bigger range than your average singer. How amazing that we can get so many notes out of such a small and portable instrument. Turns out that the middle octave, beginning on the 4 blow, is the easiest place to play the C major scale, because it doesn't require any bends. Now that is actually an interesting point. Yeah, like when I play up like 1, 2, 3, it each involves me doing something with my mouth to sort of modify how the air flows so that I'm actually producing sound from the holes. But you know, the holes 4 through 7 are actually pretty conducive to playing single notes. Let's see. Lower octave, beginning on the 1 blow, requires 2 different draw bends, and the highest octave requires a blow bend. Middle octave, however, with a little patience, is a very easy scale that a beginner can learn to play. So it goes, and this is the tab under, what are the harmonica tabs for the major scale? It's blow 4, draw 4, blow 5, draw 5, blow 6, draw 6, draw 7, and then blow 7. That's a really interesting thing. Like, it sort of turns on that last scalar degree because you're drawing, well, not scalar degree, but harmonica position, because you're drawing and then you're blowing as opposed to blowing and then drawing. And it's kind of vice versa for when you're going down too. You blow and then you draw instead of draw and then blow. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. I think he does mention that later in the article. So let's try playing the major scale. 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, 4. Oh fuck. I forgot, draw, blow, Resi. Draw, blow on the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Actually, it would be cool if we could do it going up and then coming down. Let's try that. 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Still a little bit sloppy. I'm sorry. I'm still very much a beginner, but I guess if I practice, the more I practice it off the stream, the better I will get, so I'm not that worried. Okay, let's try that again. A 1, 2, 3, go. Sorry, that was really weird. I don't know why it didn't blow properly there. Harmonica makes some really interesting noises, don't it? Especially when you don't know how to play it. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep getting two notes at once. If I could just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it, man. Ay, caramba. Let's keep going. What else can we do? Oh, no, next is harmonica tabs for a song. But before I do that, I do want to keep on trying to get this scale down. So let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Okay. Thank you, Black Redneck. Thank you for the encouragement. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. 1, 2, let's go. Okay. That's fun to do, to sort of puff your cheeks out and go wow, 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 wow on the harmonica. Hopefully more bending will be easy like that. Unfortunately, I do not suppose it will be. Let's keep going. One more time, I think, and then we'll move on to the line sleeps tonight. 1, 2, excuse me, that was a burp. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why. Yeah, you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware of so many different things at once that you can't even see. Harmonica is a simple instrument, but also a tricky one. So, here we've got the harmonica tabs for The Lion Sleeps Tonight. A perfect example of a cool first position tune that fits in the major scale. Oh yeah, I guess that is interesting. It does start on the 1. Can you see, that is to say, the root note as we referred to it earlier? The Lion Sleeps Tonight uses the first 5 notes of the major scale. So let's try and do this at at this tempo. It's a bit faster on the recording, I'm sure, but well, let's see how this goes. 1, 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Ah, fuck me. Ah. Ah. Ah, fuck me. Oh, man. It's hard to... I'm confused with my blows and my draws. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, man. It's the introduction of the sixth that gets to me. Okay, I guess let's take it from there. 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Wait. Okay, let's try it from the beginning again. You're not bad for a newbie harmonica player. Well, thank you. I'm definitely trying. It's easy. It's a really easy instrument to pick up. I swear. Like, anybody who is watching this archive, whether live or after the fact, I would definitely recommend picking up. Maybe learning a bit of harmonica as a hobby. It's really addicting, honestly. 2. Okay, let's keep going with The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I do need to get some water in a bit though, because as you can expect, this is kind of parching me. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I guess in terms of technique, you don't have to blow, and then blow, or draw and then draw. You could just, theoretically speaking, couldn't you just draw to play 2 notes by quick switching between them if the song calls for it? Perhaps. I don't know. I'm not a harmonica player, but that sounds like a music thing you can do. 2. Oh, ah. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, man, okay. There were some of the notes of that song in there. Hopefully, whoever owns the rights doesn't, another DMCA joke, another demonetization joke. Whatever, let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 2, 3, 4. Come on. That's better. Okay. Right then. I think what I'm going to do right now, I will be right back. I'm just going to get some water. I'll leave you with the dulcet sounds of the drum kit to keep your company. Be right back. What? Alright, I'm back. Let's, hold on, let me get back into position. Great. Oh no, it's too far down. Alright. So, let's try The Lion Sleeps Tonight again, and then I think we're gonna move on to chords, because I don't want to spend, too long on this song. I don't want to, I won't want to burst your eardrums. So, actually give me a sec, it's getting pretty dark in my room here. It's starting to get to that point in New York City where the days are getting longer than the nights again, but that's still not at the peak of those hours yet. I'm still waiting on the solstice to get here, I guess. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, I kind of prefer having it get a bit dark earlier. I don't know, but that might just be because I'm more of a night owl. Sorry. So The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Getting back to that, right? All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck. Okay. See, I think because there is a pause, I probably could at least look down at the 6 hole and plant my mouth right on there. But I don't know. It's kind of frustrating getting your mouth right on the hole. Another phrase taken out of context that would be really a bay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Fuck. 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 Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'm getting flustered here. 3, 4. Ah, come on. Ah, fuck. Ah, come on. Ah. Ah, man. Come on, it's that going down from the 6th hole to the 5, which I guess, if we're talking in terms of music theory scales, as I guess the point of this exercise is trying to do, it gets us to think 5 to go down a second from the 5th degree to the 3rd degree. That's a jump. That's a bit of a jump. Even if it is just a blow to a blow, it's still weird to get. I can get the beginning section, I guess, fine enough, but it's because of that not octave. I don't know. It's, you know what I mean. But let's try at least the second half. One more time or 2 more times, and then I'll move on. Sorry, I'm just a bit of a perfectionist. I want to try and get this down because it sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, fuck. Not bad. I can do better though. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that's a promising start, but like I said, I'll practice that and continue getting better and better, and hopefully I'll be able to play this song at like 160 or 180 beats per minute or something crazy by the time I'm better next year. Anyways, we've learned about scales. Let's move on to the chords module, and then what time is it right now? Oh man, we're only an hour in. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is I want to keep on, I'm going to keep trucking. I want to do chords at least, get those out of the way. I think that's a very nice way to start this first practice stream. Learn the basic notes, learn how to position your harmonica, learn how to play chords. I don't know. But, in any case, in this lesson, he's going to teach us how to play harmonica chords so we can accompany a singer or soloist using the progression for I Want Candy. Anyone remember that song? That's an oldie. That I remember. I was on commercials all the freaking time back when I was a kid. I don't know if it was the original version though, or the freaking cover. Was it Jesse McCartney or Paul McCartney or Ryan McCartney or whoever it was? One of the McCartneys who made a cover of that? I forget. What is a sword? What is a sword? What is a chord? The word harmony means two or more notes played at the same time. The word chord literally means three or more notes played at the same time. Chords are what we play behind a singer or soloist in order to accompany them. You don't have to know how to build a chord in order to play a chord. But essentially, I guess to briefly explain this for non-theory people, the 1, the 3, and the 5 on in a scale create a chord when played together. That creates, I think, a major 1 chord in whatever key it's in. You can do. You can also make chords in similar shapes, but they'll have different qualities. Sorry, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Maybe I'm not doing the best job explaining this. It's been a little bit since the last time I had theory. But basically, chords take all the notes in a key, and when you build, it's I guess the third and it goes from the root of, or I guess a scalar note, whatever scalar note you're building the chord on top of. Then whatever's a third above that, then whatever's a fifth above that, diatonically in whatever key the chord is in. So, what is it? I don't know, I could probably go into a theory rabbit hole here, but we're here for harmonica, not necessarily for theory. But then he goes on to talk a bit about question and answer. Music, like so many things in life, is all about tension and resolution. Notice that the G chord creates tension. It wants to be resolved. It feels like it's asking a question that wants an answer. The G chord being on the C harmonica. Wait, no. Yeah, you hear that. It's sort of, we don't feel a sense of rest. We want an answer to this question, and then the C chord answers this question. And then, actually, if you sort of pull, if you pull on the C chord instead of blowing into it, because you get that noise by blowing, not drawing. If you draw instead, that's a 4 chord, I think, which is, I guess, if you want to do an amen or a plagal cadence, as it's called in music theory, you would do. Very church sounding. Yeah, very definitive amen. Numbering chords. Some people replace the note names of chords with Roman numerals. Oh yeah, this is diving into the deep theory here. But in our example here, because we are in the key of C, we would call the C major chord the 1 chord, and we would write it as an uppercase Roman numeral 1. First position harmonica chords 1 and 5. The first chord in first position of a harmonica can be played in 3 places. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So you pretty much, this diatonic harmonica, I guess, from what I gather, is basically a 1 machine. But that's all right. I like that. Let's try blowing. Wait, no. all those different configurations, I guess. Let's see. Here's the good news about this. There are no wrong notes. Yeah. 5 chord in first position sounds best and is most often played. Oh, so that is the notes 2, 3, and 4 drawn. So. Oh wait, I guess I was wrong. No, that's not a plagal cadence then. That's just a G. Ignore me. I am a drummer. I have stupid drummer brain. I cannot talk about music theory to save my life. I am all rhythm. I am no melody. Okay. So continuing onward. You can also apparently play that G chord or the 5 chord as it would be called in theory, by drawing 8, 9, and 10, but apparently that's really shrill. Like, it sounds kind of like a train whistle, like, all aboard! It turns out you don't exactly have to be on draw 2, 3, 4. You can draw anywhere between 1 and 5 and be in good shape to get that 5 chord. Second position harmonica chords 1 and 4. Now stay with me here because we are going to change worlds. We are going to think about these same chords from the perspective of second position. Oh man. Oh my God, he is blowing my mind. Oh shit. So essentially, what he's explaining, we need to get out a G harmonica for this because. Oh wait, no. Actually, no, we don't. Because we can just, if we can play in G major on a C major harmonica, because when you draw, that's a G chord. That's a. Okay, sorry, I got a little carried away there. That was kind of fun, actually. As we discovered in first position, and we can blow anywhere to play the 1 chord. Now apply to second position. You can blow anywhere on the harmonica to play the 4 chord. Yeah, the C chord is 4 in the scale of G. So that tracks. That totally makes sense. Oh my God, that was incredibly nerdy of me just now. The C chord is the 4 of G, but whatever. Okay. So whereas the 5 chord creates a lot of tension, the 4 chord creates less tension. It's yeah, that's what I was saying with the amen chord area. It's a amen chord area. Amen chord earlier. It's essentially a really good vibes chord resolution. A lot of hit songs have been written with 1/4 as the primary riff, such as Take a Walk on the Wild Side, Feeling Alright, Groove is in the Heart, and For What It's Worth, just to name a few. Groove is in the Heart, that's... Groove is in the Heart! Okay. The 1-4-1 progression is also at the heart of I Want Candy by the Strangeloves. By the way, here's a fun version of I Want Candy. Oh, so this is interesting. So he gives us the tabs for I Want Candy at the bottom of this article. The harmonica chords article at harmonica.com/harmonica-chords. In case anybody, in case live listeners are curious and want to follow along. But anyways, this tab, it apparently suggests, oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I get it, because this is the rhythm of I Want Candy. It's like, I want a girl that's ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Man, yeah. Now that's fun. Honestly, I think if there's a way I can play like more chords on here, more advanced chords, I would love to like sort of accompany, like have this be like an accompanying instrument somewhere. I don't know. I don't know of very many opportunities that I can afford to use this harmonica other than like maybe karaoke or original covers and stuff and learning specific parts. See, but we'll see. I think, you know, as King Gizzard has shown, harmonica is a very versatile instrument. I'll probably get some use out of, some mileage out of doing these streams. What else? You know, I think I'm feeling good to do, one more stream. Well, not one more stream, one more lesson. So let's go then. Oh no, shit. Did not mean to click on that. If you click the lessons tab directly, it redirects you to this page advertising like the paid lesson service. But I'm a bit of a cheapskate here, so we ain't paying. We're doing the free lessons. We are learning this by ear and by drive and initiative and grit and all those buzzwords that stand for me putting effort into something, me actually giving a shit about something. Anyways, if you go under the lessons tab and click keys, that's the article we're going to hit up next on harmonica.com. So in this lesson, let's see, I'm going to help you understand how harmonica keys work so that you can always figure out the right harmonica to choose in order to sound great when playing with a band or a jam track. I'm also going to teach you a killer second position blues riff that requires no bending. Oh, not bad. Sorry, there's just a bunch of preamble at the beginning. I'm trying to see what... Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so this is definitely relevant. I'm not going to get too deep into the subject of keys and positions because you don't have to understand all the inner workings of music theory in order to choose the right harmonica. You really only have to understand a few things. While pianists change keys by substituting black keys for white keys, and guitar players change keys by changing the fret they're on, harmonica players change keys by grabbing a different harmonica. And that's That's actually true. If you like watch live footage of King Gizzard, you'll see that Ambrose has the harmonica player in King Gizzard. I don't know if I said his name. He has this entire like setup like of harmonicas, just like probably different keyed harmonicas that he just shuffles between, like depending on what he needs. But anyways, this dude goes on to say, in the beginning, you really only have to worry about two positions. First position, also called straight harp, and second position, also called cross harp. So first position, that was where we were before when we were playing chords on the C harmonica and getting the C out of them. So this guy describes the sound of first position as folksy, thinking Bob Dylan, and it's oriented around blowing, with the blow 1 and blow 4 holes being the root note C. Playing a song in C that is no 7 chords. You want to choose first position. If you're playing a C with a C major chord, C major 7 chord as opposed to a C 7, you want to choose first position. I guess that's sort of that tracks because I guess I'll get into it later. But let's continue. Or for an example with harmonica, Before the Rain. Many reggae songs also have this kind of tonality. One of the reasons he shows an example of a Lee Oscar song. I don't really know who Lee Oscar is though. I think he might just be a great harmonica player. One of the reasons I loved Lee Oscar harmonicas when I first started playing is that in addition to being easy to isolate notes and easy to bend, the first position key is labeled on one side of the harmonica and the second position key is labeled on the opposite side. Great idea, Lee, but if you don't play Lee Oscars, it's really not too hard to find the cross harp key from the first position label. And then second position is cross harp. The name of the second position key is up a fifth from the first position key. So on a C harmonica, second position is the key of G. That's where we were before when we were blowing the 2, 3, 4, I think. Or 3, 5, 4. Yeah. Hold on. God, there's so much damn theory. My brain is melting. The numbers. Second position, yeah. It's true that it is possible to play the blues in first position. Jimmy Reed was a master of it, but to do so requires advanced skills. Playing third position also requires more advanced skills. At the beginning, if you're playing the blues, you want to be playing in second position. It is weird though. Harmonica high 5. Let's see. If you follow the key of the harmonica you have and want to know what key you will be in for second position, count up 5 notes. So yeah, I guess that makes sense, because if you are on C and count up 5 notes, that becomes G. This is handy if you only have a C harmonica with you. You can tell someone Okay, if you can play a blues in the key of G, I can play along with you. That's all well and good, I guess. But play a blues in the key of G. Sorry, that wasn't in beat at all, but I just sort of got into a blues thing. That's kind of fun. Yeah. That's fun. I need to remember to breathe more. Jesus. Also, remember to frickin' stay hydrated, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all like remaining hydrated, but it's a good habit to get into if you're a musician, especially if you're fucking breathing and wetting your lips and all. Okay. Which harmonica for this blues? Oh, so this is another trick. And the part that could get confusing if we didn't have the trick. If you know the key of the blues song that you want to play along with, and you want to choose the right harmonica for that blues, you count up 4 notes from the key that song is in. Then you have the right notes for the blues, right harmonica for the blues song. This is checking by counting what harmonica would I choose for a G blues, count up from the song key. So G is 1, A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. So we will need to choose a C harmonica to play a G blues. And you can remember this because in English, 4 sounds the same as 4. So think which harmonica for this blues song. That's a horrible pun. So to review, harmonica. Think harmonica high 5. If you know the key of the harmonica, think harmonica high 5 and count up the 5 notes of the key of blues you can play. Know the key of the song, which harmonica for this blues, and count up 4 notes to find the key of the harmonica to choose. That's cute. I like little mnemonic devices like that. I remember in my music theory class, they had, what was it? It was, when we were learning rhythms and learning like the difference between duple and triple meter, you had the difference between apple, strawberry, watermelon, and all the different divisions of that, and how notes could be divided and metered and stuff, and it's all really interesting stuff. I love music theory and its intricacies. Don't know shit about it, but I love following it. Harmonica help from the circle of fifths. Oh boy. So the circle of fifths is a diagram with a circle. It's a circle with the 12 keys of Western music arranged like hours on a clock. Moving clockwise, we ascend by fifths, and moving counterclockwise, we ascend by fourths. And now that's basically the same sort of deal as the what we were talking about up here as the harmonica high 5 and the which harmonica for this blues. So Now, if you look at the top of the diagram, you see here, if you move clockwise, you'll get the cross harp key of G. If you move counterclockwise, you get C is the counter. You get the right actual harp key of F. Circle of fifths is such a handy tool for harmonica players. I know a lot of people who have printed it out and attached it to the inside of their harmonica case. That's a little much, but I respect it. On the circle of fifths, I can just find the key of the blues song and move one space counterclockwise. Ooh, I guess that would be really helpful, yeah. If you know the key of a blues song and want to find which harmonica you use, yeah, I already said that. What about other positions, though? For the harmonica, it turns out that the circle of fifths is handy for more than just first and second position. On a C harp, one space clockwise is G, which is second position. 2 spaces is D, which is third position. 3 spaces, which is A, which is fourth position. 4 spaces is E, which is fifth position, and it just goes on and on. But what was it? It doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't really talk much about. Well, what he says about third position is that he probably played for 15 years before he even learned anything about it. And like 90% of popular music with harmonica is played in first or second position, which is it's certainly interesting. But I am curious to see the limitations of this instrument. Accidentals. Oh, okay. And we're not talking about what my mom called. No, I'm just kidding. That's a bit of a bad taste joke. I don't know. Accidentals. The definition of the word accidental as it relates to music is simply a symbol that modifies a pitch. Namely, these are sharps, written as a hashtag symbol, basically, and flats, written as basically like a lowercase looking B thing. When a note has no sharp or flat, it's called sharp means you raise the pitch a half step, flat means you lower it a half step. When a note has no sharp or flat after it, it's called a natural. Let's see. Sharps and flats, they correspond to black keys on the piano, and each flat key has 2 names. Let's see. Oh yeah, and this is where we get to talking about where things are enharmonic, because flats and sharps are actually 2 sides of the same coin. So for example, if you have C sharp, it's basically the same note as D flat. That's what M harmonic means. So that means if somebody's playing a blues in D flat, and you go to find the harmonica of the song, it's a G flat. That means you're playing on an F sharp harmonica. What can we see? Oh yeah, and there are also 2 more exceptions. B harmonica in second position, you play an F sharp harmonica, which is also G flat, and the you use a B flat. You use a B harmonica in second position for F sharp, and then you use a B flat harmonica in second position for the key of F. So he just then sort of talks about the reminders, and then he talks about minor keys. The easiest way to play in a minor key is buy a minor harmonica. So unfortunately, I won't be able to play any sad bluesy shit for you guys, but apparently they do make like minor harmonicas. Natural minor harmonicas are labeled in the second position key. So if you want to buy a natural minor tune harmonica to play with your favorite minor song, buy the same key as the song, and you'll be playing it in second position. It's interesting that they're labeled differently. You can technically play cross harp in the minor key by blending the draw down 3. By bending the draw 3 down a step, a half step, but it requires a lot of control. The best way to play minor keys on a major harmonica is to play 3rd, 4th, or 5th position, and as I mentioned before, these require a lot of bending skill to play well, so it's not advisable for beginners. What is advisable for beginners is learning how to play awesome cross-art licks, like the one from Muddy Waters' song, Cross-Eyed Cat. How do you... okay. The first lick from this... man. Best way to play minor keys on a major harmonica is to play 3rd, 4th, or 5th position. Oh, I see. So yeah, on the 3, 4, or 5 draws. So... oh, wait. Oh, that's cool. I like sliding with the harmonica. That is really cool. Let's see. I don't really know much Muddy Waters, actually. No, it's kind of shitty. I know most of the blues rock in the 60s and 70s that white musicians, in which white musicians basically they sort of dumbed down black blues music. I know a lot of that stuff, you know, like Cream and what are some other good blues bands? The Yardbirds. Basically, a lot of stuff with Eric Clapton in it. Totally shade intended to be thrown on Eric Clapton there. But I would be curious to go back and listen to blues at some point. You know, it is a very, very seminal genre in most genres of American popular music. You know, jazz, R&B, rock. Blues is at the root of it all. And I really want to improve my knowledge of the blues. I guess that's kind of why I'm learning harmonica. It's a very bluesy instrument. You know, another name for it is called the blues harp. But anyways, I guess let's play this Muddy Waters song again, and then I think we're going to, yeah, I think we'll wrap things up here because it is it's an hour and 30 minutes, and I don't want to go on for too much longer. I am starving. I need to get food. So let's play some Muddy Waters, Cross-Eyed Cat. I think, anyways. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Oh, wait. You know, I don't think I'm producing bad notes on this stream. It's it's kind of hard to produce bad notes on the harmonica since it's an instrument that basically, if you blow into it, you're guaranteed to play a chord. But I do want to get better at the control of it. I want to be able to play single notes. I want to be able to know what chords I'm playing and where to play them in order to accompany people. I think that would be a lot of fun. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do more of this later on. I don't know when I'm going to have my next harmonica learning stream. I think I'm going to keep on practicing a bunch off stream. But In any case, I think this is going to take us to the end of the stream. Before we go, though, I would like to do one more thing. Actually, I'll save that for just before the end card. If you're new to the channel, please do, and you like what you've seen, please do like, subscribe, ring the notification bell for new content. And if you want more up-to-date Resi news, please do follow me on Twitter at ResiOrenji. Thank you to everybody who's come by for the Blues Harp stream. This has been your boy, ResiOrenji, and I guess to leave things off here, let's turn off the drum loop for a bit, and you might notice I have my noise suppression a bit less attuned for this stream. That's because, for whatever reason, I guess because of the high frequencies on the harmonica, it just, I guess the noise gate just completely cuts them off. So I had to sort of muddy things up a little, how to say. I guess if you can hear a bit of my AC unit in the background, I apologize. I won't take too much longer here, but while I was learning some harmonica and just sort of blowing around, I kind of learned how to play a Billy Joel song called Piano Man. Some of you might recognize it. Billy Joel, actually, he's a legend up here in like New York City. I think he's got a residency. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he has a residency at Madison Square Garden. Couldn't think of a good cat pun for that one. He's got a residency performing live at Madison Square Garden every month, or at least he did before the pandemic struck. And that's just. I would love to reach that level of success and sort of ties to home, in the sense that I'm coming back and, I'm doing stuff for home. People associate me with my home, and I don't know. I really like Billy Joel's commitment to New York. He's got a New York. He's got a New York state of mind, after all. But anyways, here is the harmonica lit riff from Piano Man to lead us to our end. Oh, fuck. I was playing that from the opposite end. Okay. All right, thank you all so much for coming to this stream. I've been ResiOrenji, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.